there are lots of factors that will affect the 2023 elections, and some are already manifesting, and there is very high hopes, for a good government in 2023. And one of the most crucial, determinants of the 2023 election is the issue of security and the issue of, the ASU strike issue that has left a lot of students at home doing nothing. This has really disturbed, parents. And then the third and most important, I think, among them is the economy, because the economic situation of the country, determines the unemployment, the ASU situation itself and everything. So in effect, the government that is supposed to come in 2023 will have to address, these issues head on. And most importantly, I will talk about the issue of security. I will have to, suggest to Nigerians that we should embrace the Borno State model. And we are all aware that in Borno State we had insecurity for the first, say, 13 years now. And when it first started, the government actually ignored it. And they were not really interested in, taking the issue head on, so thereby nipping it in the bud. But they ignored it, and they actually tried to crush it in such a way that it will be gone forever. But that's not the issue. The leadership of that group was killed, and a lot of people in that group were killed, and this led to the constant, problems that we've had. And if this issue had been resolved initially, in the right manner, I think we would not have had the issue of Boko Haram, we would not have had the issue of security. And Nigerians should understand that the issue of security is a complex issue, mixing, diplomacy with firmness, with a lot of understanding of the, socio-economic problems that has led to this insecurity. For example, in Borno, after realizing that we could not handle the issue, militarily, the government had to, under Governor Kashim Shettima, had to, engage the youth, got the youth to volunteer to help our security forces to, in intelligence gathering and in actually, showing the military and other security agencies the terrain, of the state, and, pinpoint Boko Haram members, that actually resulted in them, going to the bush, because they were in Maiduguri for like many years, assassinating and detonating bombs here and there. They were chased out with the help of the youth who volunteered to help the military. Not for any money, but to ensure that their future is secured. So in that light, I will want Nigeria to take a cue from our experience. Because, for example, the bandits in the other parts of the country, they have issues. They have, grievances that should be understood, and we should engage the villagers, the youth in the villages and the communities, to identify them, to locate them in the forests, to use technology to identify their locations and crush them, and at the same time talk to them so that they should surrender. As we speak, we have thousands and thousands of Boko Haram members who have voluntarily surrendered, not because of anything, because they cannot just continue anymore, because they have been actually cornered, in every respect. That should be the approach of the government. It's an all-encompassing approach. Militarily, diplomatically, through every respect that, the government can do. That is how to address them, and you have to take ownership of the future of this country. As Nigerians, because if we now abandon everything to the security agency, yeah, I'm listening.
I was going to try and find out, all of these things is what we thought. It might well be that when the current administration came in, they probably thought they had a grasp of the issue, but perhaps in the event, they found out that there was still much more learning to be done. So here we are, and there are those who are saying the security situation vis-a-vis 2015 has not improved appreciably, to put it delicately. Now, what do you think, because you've just explained yourself how it's a very intricate matter, this whole matter of security and how to address it.
Yeah,
you cannot do it militarily. So what do you think will be done? Because the contestants are going to have to take their pitch to the people and persuade them that, look, it's been the way it's been for the past 8 years by the time they are actually campaigning, but then there are other ways out. That, I imagine, is going to be what a lot of people are going to want to be paying attention to. What was not done or was not done as well as might have been done, how it is that the incoming administration, whoever he is, will be able to do it better. That's a big challenge, perhaps.
We need to have a stakeholder engagement. We don't have to rely on foreign experts per se. We really have to engage stakeholders in every respect. Even those surrendered bandits and those captives, we need to get their opinion. We need to really engage them to address this situation. In addition to the military option that we have, we also have to have technology. We have to deploy technology, to handle them. For example, drones. We have military-grade drones in the world right now. Turkey makes them, Romania makes them, that can travel up to 300-kilometer radius, for 2-3 hours. And with arms, these can be used to actually pinpoint them, to handle them. And not only that, we really have to understand that this is a continuous process. We don't have to address the security issue at once and then relax. No, it's supposed to be a continuous issue. We have to monitor societies, we have to monitor groups, religious groups, and other groups that have the tendency of actually, plunging this country into insecurity like we're having now. It's going to be a continuous process. Preachers, both in the mosques and the churches, will have to be licensed by government so that all those who are militants that incite society can be handled, that are denied the opportunity of addressing Nigerians, addressing people, inciting them to do bad things. And we also have to have a orientation of, a national orientation that will take charge of, reorienting our society towards a value system that will be centered around patriotism. We really have to take ownership of our future. We have to realize that we don't have anywhere else to go, because with 250 million people, no country in this in this continent can be able to accommodate Nigerian refugees. So we really have to understand that, address these issues that we are having, the problem, the economic problem, the insecurity problem, and other problems that we are having, so that we can have a secure future for our children and grandchildren. And as I said, we have models, not only in Borno, but all over the world. If you look at the history of the world, usually you don't have to suppress, for example, a group that is actually oppressed. You cannot, because they will go underground and cause problems. So you understand their situation, address them. Nigeria is a diverse society. We are over 400 ethnic groups. We have many religious groups, and within these religious groups, we have, different sects, both in the Christian and the Muslim and other religions. So we really have to, come to terms with reality understand our diversity and use them positively to develop this country so that we will be proud to be called Nigerians anywhere we go.